It's a rainy Monday morning, and I'm going to work today. I'm on the way. I'm actually here, but I want to make a quick video. If you don't ever agree with me on politics or anything else, that you may disagree with me on everything, but I'm going to tell you guys something that we can all figure out. Now, I don't know anybody that works at Facebook, or I don't know have any secret connections or anything on this. Now, if I do have connections on something, I always tell you, but this is something that's just common sense that I figured out on my own. And I want you guys to share this if you can and explain to these people, because you guys are not getting what's going on. Okay? This is my point I want to make. When you get turned in, or put in so-called Facebook jail, and so many of you are over and over again. Notice the same people are put in Facebook jail, but then I see other people who do things that are just as offensive, or just as would be not really offensive to me, but would be offensive to certain people, and they don't go to Facebook jail as often. And you need to realize it's your own friends doing it. Now, there's more to it than this. What you guys got to understand is we can all say, okay, let's say, oh, it's not my friends. It could be the artificial intelligence or these people that work at Facebook. There's billions of people at Facebook. If you look at the amount of people, and I can't remember the number, but one time I looked up how many people actually monitor this stuff or do this stuff at Facebook. There's not enough people. And maybe you may seem like a big asshole around your friends or important, but your little posts, your little memes, or your dirty meme, or whatever you put up, that's not changing the world. Okay, that you may be a big thing amongst your friends, but that's not going to be a big enough thing that they really are worried. Do you think they're really that worried about one meme you put up on a private? Let's say you have your settings to private, and only your friends can see it. So if that's the case, okay. They love it, especially, that's another thing. They love it when you have like an account that's private that only a certain enclosed amount of people can see. And I'm going to tell you why. We have artificial intelligence, of course, all these other things, but it needs to learn, okay? The AI is learning. Don't overestimate what a machine can do. Now, machines are getting very smart and able to do lots of things, but that's because we're teaching them. They're learning from us. So what they do is, and what they love and what they prefer, is your friends turn you in. And it's not about you. If Facebook wanted to, they could use a piece of equipment or artificial intelligence to go through there and find all these keywords and find every person who leans right or leans against what they believe in, and just wipe the accounts out or shut them all down if they wanted to, okay? They can find out everything. And they probably could list it right now. They could sit there right now. They don't need their help. They could list every single account that likes Trump or likes whatever. It's so easy because we put preferences up there. Okay, so they could do that in a heartbeat, in a second, with a machine, with a computer. They don't need people to turn you in. It's not about you, it's about the people who turn you in. If they start turning you in themselves, they learn nothing. They already know that you're a Trump supporter, for example, or you like dirty memes, or you like certain things. They know that about you. They don't need somebody to tell them that. They can tell it very easily. They could Facebook jail everybody they wanted to with a computer program. As far as people sitting behind a desk turning you in every day, what do you think? You got a special team assigned to you? That's not what happens either. What's happening is they're learning about the people that turn you in. They want to find those people. They want people turning you in, because those people are easy to influence, and they know. And all you people who are turning people in and reporting people, you're the one being reported. You're being used. You're reporting yourself, because what you're doing is, when you push that report button and you start turning people in, then they realize they can influence you, and they target you then, because you are the person who is buying into this turning your neighbor political correct stuff. Today, you're against Facebook community standards. Tomorrow, you're a good comrade because you're against these socialist standards that are set. This is how socialist countries work. And the socialism in Europe, the democratic socialism, like I said, I posted about the UK and Australia and all these other places where you have no freedom of speech. You can't say certain things, and they're turning each other in there. And those countries aren't full-blown socialist or communist dictatorships. They're turning each other in there. They're having the same kind of things go on there. and they're turning in their neighbors, or they're getting in trouble for saying and doing certain things in those countries. And see, that's the way it works here. Because if we go to a full-blown socialist country and it gets worse and worse, who's going to tell on you for having guns? They're going to make a system that's easy. You don't have to be exposed. You can click on somebody's profile and say, this person has guns. You can tell. They know who to target. They can send alerts. Do you know anyone that has guns? They can keep sending commercials. Or do you know anyone who has does this or that? Then they can use the red flag laws that they've created. They can abuse those red flag laws to get guns and get neighbors to turn in on tell on each other. We're overestimating the power of computers. We're the ones doing it. We're creating this computer ourselves. We're part of it. If you read the details on how Google works and all this other stuff works, we are the ones that are feeding this artificial intelligence with our behaviors. Our behaviors aren't changing, and they're learning who can be influenced and who cannot. So when you turn someone in, all you're doing is revealing more about yourself and your ability to be a tool and be used when this stuff goes further. Because, of course, everybody says, we're socialists. They take money from all these people, all these wealthy billionaire people. They're going to lose their money too. No, they won't, because they're right now, they have control of the data and the stuff that the government will want. So they'll get to keep their money. You wonder why? Because if you run a organization that has all the data on who's the snitches and who will turn in people to the government and who will do this and that, if you have that control and they don't know how to control it, and you have control of the tech people, and it's better just to let you have what you have, they say, well, you could take it from them. Well, but you won't have the same loyalty and the same people. You won't know. It's just like they're going to let those people hold on to their wealth. And that's why they're pushing this stuff, because they don't think they're going to lose anything over it. They think as long as they have all these tools for the government and all these tools to identify who's still got weapons when they repeal the Second Amendment, who's speaking out. They've got plenty of people out there who will turn people in. And right now they're making a list of people who can be used, who they send alerts to, who can be manipulated. And those are the people who are hitting that report button. So when you're reported, 99% of the time, it's probably family, friends, people who know you, who are just, they don't have the courage to say, or they're probably thinking, oh, like even your mother, for example, like your mother's on your Facebook, say, oh, this is hurting their reputation. They don't need to be talking about that kind of stuff. I'm going to report them, so they'll stop it and they'll take it off, and they won't be seen by some potential employer. That's what they're doing. So anyway, just letting you guys know, if you ever shared any of my videos, this is the one to share, because I know it's a grainy, poorly looking done video, but I had this to tell you this morning, because I had another person. I just noticed one more person that was thinking that it's Facebook and this Big Brother and this artificial intelligence that's turning them in, and it's your own people. And you need to start warning your own people that are doing these clicks of how they are becoming tools, and they're being used and they're being manipulated. And they think that they are doing a good thing because they're putting offensive content off the internet. They don't realize what they're really doing is earmarking themselves for the future. And the people like that will get targeted with more and more stuff to lead them in the right direction to be the people that are the future of what they want to do with this country. And that's how we're going to get socialism in here. That's how we're going to get a further heavier regime of socialism than they say we're going to get. It just merely takes getting the guns out of the hands of people of most of the society that will get angry. Because, the criminals, they're not worried about the law anyway. The only people who would be, they're not going to uprise. They're just going to stay criminals. Okay, so them having guns isn't a threat to the government, to be honest. It would be all the people who want a new government are fed up with it. I mean, if we go to a full-blown socialist government, the black market will thrive, the criminals will thrive. So they don't really care. They're going to benefit. They're not going to lose anything from it. They're going to gain from it. Okay, so if our government goes to garbage, all the people who are going to still have their guns are going to be the beneficiaries. The people like us who would maybe get weapons or come against this kind of stuff. They just got to get the guns from the people who will comply to it. They think because the majority of people who are law-abiding people, if you well, you're going to be a criminal, lose your job, lose everything if you hold on to your guns. Well, they'll give them up. They'll be, well, I don't want to lose everything. So that's the real threat. The real threat is not, the drug cartels and all those other people. They'll work with the government. All the criminals will work with the government. They don't need, to worry about. They're going to keep their stuff. They're going to keep their money. They're going to keep making money, selling drugs, doing whatever they do. Criminals are going to keep making money doing criminal stuff. Whether we're socialist, like I said, they thrive in those governments, socialist, communist, whatever we are. So the only people who are a threat are well-meaning people who want better lives for their kids, who want to take on the government, who don't want to have a gun pointed at their head to do everything. And, as soon as they could have that power, they've got that power for good. So that's what I'm trying to get you guys to realize. And this is a process. Facebook, all this social media right now are finding everybody they can to help in that battle, to help them control the outspoken people, to get the guns, to find out where everybody is that they need to nail down in case this happens. And it's a backup plan. It's a future plan. So see it for what it is. You guys have a great day.